What is nutritious food for kids? They are picky eaters. How do you actually teach your children not to eat junk food? This is something, a great
Okay.
challenge for all the mothers. Why children are so fussy about eating? It's just a straight question to all the parents. Can't we keep at least study hours and meal time digital free zone? Indu, good afternoon.
Hello, ma'am. Very good afternoon. And trying to deal with my situations because sometimes it happens in our life that life throws many things. So, anyhow, we have to deal with it. So, yeah, but I was eagerly waiting. I have been waiting for this session. So, yeah, I can say that today I am over the moon because I'm having a sharing stage with you. So, for me, it is like great opportunity. So, thank you so much for that.
Likewise, likewise. Nothing is special. I'm also eagerly excited and thrilled to have you on my channel, and I'm sharing a screen with you. I think we have been planning for past 1 month, if not less than that. Yes, and for sorry for that because I was not here in India for 15 days. I was in Japan, and because of that, I didn't schedule any this kind of recording session or something. So now finally I'm here, and I'm also thrilled to see how it goes. Do you have anything on your mind to discuss, or what have you brought on the table today? Let me know that so that after that I'll ask you about your introduction. But before that, I want to know that if you have anything specific to discuss with me today.
Uh, Not that much specific, but yeah, nowadays, I can say the kids' nutrition because I do have toddlers at my home.
Hmm.
So, parenting or modern parenting or their nutrition, we can say it's like a hot potato topic nowadays. So, we can just go through it because I am living this situation and I know how difficult it is to deal with kids and to feed them. And on the top of that, nutritious diet. So yeah, if we can do, otherwise I can go with the flow, whatever just come to our mind.
No, no, lovely topic, lovely topic. And I can compare very well because I have raised my kids, okay? And now you people are raising your kids. So there is a vast difference, okay? And then generation gap is always like it teaches us something new. So I'm also learning, and probably you people are also facing certain hinders in your lifestyle, in your professional work, in your personal life. So we can certainly share this, and this is a lovely topic. Many parents can get benefit out of this recording if you are open to discuss this topic. But before we go ahead deep down into this topic, can you please introduce yourself for the audience?
Yes, ma'am. I'm delighted to share my introduction with you all. As you know, my name is Indu Singhal. I hail from Himachal Pradesh. Presently, I'm living in Delhi. I am a mother of two beautiful daughters, especially toddlers, devoted homemakers. In terms of my hobbies, I have variety of hobbies. Dancing is my ultimate stress buster, but nowadays spoken English is taking over dancing too as well because I am enthusiastic towards this language. Recently, I have created my YouTube channel by the name of Learn English with Indu. So there I am posting my solo videos or conversations videos. So that is pretty much for today.
Lovely, lovely. So you are a YouTuber and then you are learning this language and you are raising your kids. This is something, uh, the most tedious task I can say.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Whatever
ma'am.
you are doing,
Absolutely.
and keep everything aside, raising
Mm.
two toddlers, it's like uh, cracking a tough nut. It is something
Yes.
like that. This is the
Yes.
demand of the time, maybe. This is because of this social media era or whatever name we give, but it is difficult. It's not piece of cake. Okay. So, yeah,
Yes.
I would love to discuss this topic. So, as you
Mm.
mentioned, two topics like nutrition of the kids, how to take care of nutritious food, because
Yes.
this is the time of packaged food. Yeah, children
Yes.
are very much into it, and even
Yes.
parents love to provide them because it's easier. And
Yes.
nowadays, like these business people, they are using their strategy, their mind. and they are providing things in just 5 rupees, maybe one packet in 5 rupees. This is another level of excitement for even parents and kids. Parents also think just 5 rupees, and children also feel. And more than everything, Indu, I want to tell you, when I see children enjoying after opening the packet, they see that inside there is a small toy, more than eatables. They are curious about that toy. What is next? If I have purchased today a packet, if I go for tomorrow, then what new things I'm going to get? So it is really
Mm.
very true. But I don't remember that except biscuits or chocolates. I had anything in my childhood of this sort, like maybe OS and chips and kurkure and many more things. Okay, so first let's discuss about what is nutritious food for kids. How can we define it?
Yes. So, as far as I am concerned about kids' nutrition, so
Mhm,
nutrition means you are giving the balanced diet to kids.
mhm,
Not only just protein and all these things, but you need to make sure of micronutrients should be there along with macronutrients. Like when we talk about macronutrients, so protein, carbohydrate, energy, sugar, everything. Along with that, we should be take care about the micronutrients, which we are just turning a blind eye over there nowadays, parents. And instead of that, they are just giving the supplements.
mhm,
Okay, so when it comes to giving micronutrients, it is playing essential roles in children's life. Because being a medical student, I can say this thing that whatever I have learned in my life, I am just experimenting or pouring my heart towards my kids nutrition. And I could see that for them, ma'am, we need to gaslight them. We should know how we can do say this thing that this is healthy as well, and along with that, that nutrition should be there. It's not like that because okay, I have made it, you have to eat it. Okay, so we cannot force the kids. Okay, we need to prepare nutritious food in such a way that children, they are just eagerly waiting for this thing, that today my mama would she would cook this red parantha, tomorrow yellow parantha. And in this way, when we are giving the colorful plate to our kids, no doubt that no matter whatever we are serving, fruits, vegetables, or any protein rich food or any kind of things, they would definitely eat that thing. But before that, it needs preparations, which I find in my life. And I have been doing this thing because my both the daughters, they are too fussy eater, ma'am. They eats like a bird in my house. So every time I need to make sure that I'm not good at cooking, but for my daughters, I am planning, learning recipes and from YouTube or anywhere, so that I can upgrade my skill in this way, that they shouldn't lack of the nutrition. So nowadays, because it's very convenient to give packet food, frozen items, and all these cold drinks and cokes and everything, juices. When it comes to all these things, ma'am, they are just mentioning or gimmicking the child, because every company they are aware about this thing, that kids, how impressionables they are. Okay, and if kids are demanding, parents anyhow, by hook or by crook, they have to give this thing to them. So that's why they are putting spotlight on kids, so that they are showing the cartoons one. And when it comes to reading the ingredients, so we should be aware about all these things, that what we are giving to our kids.
right, right. Because children are at growing age, their mental health, their physical health, yeah, overall development. For that,
Yes.
actually, nutrition is very important. And we are the ones, I mean, mothers are the ones, they are going to provide them nutritious food. As you mentioned, that giving different colors to parathas. We were eating with the name like aloo paratha, gobi paratha, yeah, paneer paratha.
Mm.
But today, children really love to see something colorful on their plate because it's advertisement time. They see so many advertisements, packets, attractive packets. And then, more than everything, when they go to school, they see that kids are bringing all varieties of different colorful food in their lunch boxes. So they keep comparing. In our days, roti sabji, paratha sabji was in everyone's lunch box. Only
Yes,
this was the main ingredients, main food item, and we used to carry it with great happiness. But today children want for 5 days 5 different uh, items in their lunch box. They don't want to repeat the same. They are very, I can say in short, they are picky eaters. They pick and choose.
yes,
This is what I want to eat. And then mothers have to think that what my child wants, that should be prepared
yes,
with adding nutritious or whatever mother feels like this is good for my child. Because doctors tell sometimes, no, your child needs more of protein, more of healthy
yes,
fat. Although we say that fat is not good, but healthy fat, that is very important for kids. Yeah.
yes.
So
Absolutely true, ma'am.
how do you actually teach your children not to eat junk food? This is something a great
Okay.
challenge for all the mothers. So how do you motivate your kids not to have junk food?
Okay. So, well, my elder one, she's just 7 years old.
Hmm.
And since her childhood, I was into this thing that as I mentioned, that I was not good at cooking, but I always experiment some or other things in my kitchen.
Hmm.
And I do believe that if she wants something unhealthy, so I have to prepare at home. Because when I am preparing in front of her, she knows what I am putting into it, all these ingredients, and I always provide in front of them whatever I am doing, any door, grating, anything. I just want to show them that you
Hmm.
must see which all kind of vegetables, and in this way we can just teach also. So we can kill two birds with one stone. And my younger daughter, she is just 18 months old. So for her, ma'am, whatever I am doing for my elder one, okay, she would follow all these things in my
Hmm.
house. So I have set a routine that Saturday is your unhealthy day, okay? And she knows that I wouldn't eat chocolate or toffee or anything throughout
Hmm.
the week. Yeah, even whenever she is getting anything during birthdays, sometime it happens that kids are bringing something to school. So
Hmm.
then also she is mentioning that my mama, she has given me this advice that you can have everything on Saturday and we would sit at home and then we would plan. Today is our unhealthy day. But from Monday to Friday, it is strict discipline rule at our home. And it's not only for my daughter, for us as well. For my husband and I, we both planned in such a way.
Hmm.
It's not like nutrition, ma'am. Sometimes it seems like it is a project for me to work upon all these things, search for the recipes. And younger daughter is too young, elder one is 7 years old, and my husband, I, everything, like I need to prepare the menu. So whenever I am preparing the menu, I always try to prepare in front of my daughter. Okay, would you like to share your opinion as well? Okay, today what else we can have? And she is fond of cartoons, Peppa Pig and all these things. So always I try to tell her that you can watch such kind of videos, whatever they are preparing, like food videos. So in this way, because for them, ma'am, visual aids are much more important than my audio aids. Okay, if I am saying something, it wouldn't be that much effective if I'm showing or if I'm telling like with the help of stories. So we usually read every day one story also. So
Hmm.
in this way, I can give good values. Along with that, I can provide her knowledge that how nutrition is important for our body. And because you are a child, so at your age, it is like holistic approach. Like nowadays, I have enrolled her into swimming. So nowadays she is searching that which kind of food I should have so that I could have good energy. So in this way, she is searching. In that way, she can also learn from the YouTube videos and whatever the cartoon she is watching. So we mother, it's like sometimes it feels like it is for me an Herculean task to prepare one meal. But once I'm preparing once in a week, so at least throughout the week, I can just take sigh of relief. So in this way, I'm just telling or teaching my daughter that how important it is to eat healthy food, fruits, vegetables, and protein, carbohydrate, dal, everything. We need to have the square meal.
Oh, it seems like you are you are juggling with preparing foods like every day new item, every day serving something different so that children are interested to eat. And then you take utmost care of nutrition. That's really, it's not easy, as you said, Herculean task. So I also feel like it's really very daunting to think like I remember my mother, it was a daily recipe like morning dal chawal sabzi, night maybe roti sabzi, sevai kheer. That's it. This was
Yes.
some special days, maybe some guests are there, or maybe certain festive time. Then my mother used to think, okay, so, some maybe dessert is to be included in that. Maybe in place of two vegetables, let's prepare some three, or maybe some fritters or something like that. Those days were special days. But today, every day you need to plan. So it's really a daunting task. And heads off to today's mothers. But and my next question is, yeah, why children are so fussy about eating? Yeah, they always demand something different. They don't want to eat as we ate in our childhood. What is the reason?
Okay, so from where I am looking, ma'am, nowadays the main thing is that parents are living in nuclear family, okay, and both the parents are working, and on the top of that, kids are getting exposure as well
Mm,
wherever they are going. Okay, everywhere they are talking today. My mama made this, that, everything. So in this way, like for mothers, it is like a hot potato topic every day. What Lavanya is bringing today in her lunch, and tomorrow I have to prepare. So, because we are working, we are too much into our tunnel vision. We are not able to give time to our kids. I do remember, and I can resonate with you that when I was a child, my mother, I don't remember, ma'am, that whether she has feed me or not in my childhood. She just used to make chini paranta, aloo paranta, like you mentioned, whatever the cooking at home. Okay, there is no different for kids. But nowadays, like we have to search, ma'am. Otherwise, they wouldn't eat. And on the top of that, we need to face the music due to their health. Then we have to give supplements, all these things, and we have to visit to doctor. And doctors are also giving advice. On the flip side, social media is also playing significant role here
yes.
because every single person is sharing their like opinion, views. Means none of us is like doctor, but we are ready to jump the gun or jump the conclusion, whatever the topic is there. For example, if somebody is making blogs, so we are telling that okay, I'm making this, that. What every child is different, ma'am. We cannot compare our kids with them, but the thing is that we can take a inspiration, we can take a leaf out of their notebook. But when it comes to preparing things, we need to reflect on what our child wants. So that is the main thing which I am getting nowadays.
Mhm.
And kids are not getting that much time because they are surrounding with the digital media. Everything they are exploring, whatever the things they are eating, or they also want, they also living the fancy or a fantasy lifestyle, whatever they are not aware, they are too
Right.
young right now. So nobody is there, no grandmother, no grandpa, nobody is there to teach them. Otherwise, in our time, what would happen, that one bite I'm taking from mother, grandmother, other, so in this way I could fill my tummy. Okay, but nowadays mothers are sitting in front of digital media, and we are taking like 1 hour for feeding our kids, because I could imagine like 6 hours I am taking out to feed my kids. So now I am planning in different way that you have to feed it anyhow if you want it. And for that I am doing such kind of activities to them. Whenever they are feeling like hungry or starving, then only I'm giving them. Otherwise, if you are not feeling hungry, it's okay. I don't want to run behind you that come here, please, bacha, eat. No, we are wrapping them in a cotton wool because of our exceptional love. So this is also not a right thing. And my mother, recently I been to my maiden home, and she was saying that which kind of kids they are. And there, ma'am, you can't imagine that my both the daughters, without digital media, they were having meal. They were having, literally, I was taken aback. Then my mother said that you had made your kids to follow your rules and regulation. Okay, let them feel hungry and then serve them. So in this way, I am taking sigh of relief for a few things.
Great, great, great that you brought your mother in between this whole story. Because, see, you were struggling to feed your kids without social media, without digital things, without mobile, without TV on. And if you take my example, or even your example, was it the case with you that you were also eating in front of TV or mobile? No. Why did you
No.
not start? Okay, it's just a straight question to all the parents. Can't we keep at least study hours and meal time, digital free zone? Yes, mobile free zone, TV free zone, at least, because it's next to impossible to say that eradicate this or remove this from kids' life. That's next to impossible. But at least to give them a training for at least, can you live half an hour without this mobile? Can you eat your meal at least without watching? Because when they watch TV or mobile and they eat, they forget whether their tummy is getting filled or not. They forget about the flavor, the taste, whether they are enjoying or not, because they are enjoying watching screen. They are not
Screen
enjoying their
time.
meal. Okay. So this is very important from the very beginning. What modern parents, not only moms, modern parents, they feel that now my child is very young, too young to understand that what is social media, what is mobile. Yesterday I went to the doctor, and I found there, I mean, people are all sick undoubtedly. So some grandparents, they carried their grandchildren. Some were mothers. If mother is sick, then father was holding the child. If father was sick, then mother was holding the child. But ultimately, all the kids in that small clinic had mobile in their hand. And I'm talking about the kids, those who are somewhere of maybe 6 months to 3 years. Parents had given them mobile unknowingly. What they feel that this mobile is keeping them engaged. At least they are not shouting, yelling, crying. They're not demanding anything. So it's good to go. Let the child do it. But they forget about their long-term result. That what would be the conclusion later. Today you think it's a child, he's a child, 6 months child, maybe no effect, but no. From the
Yes.
0 day, if you are showing them a screen, it has a great impact in their behavior, in their mind. Okay, so it's very important to carry forward something what we have learned from our childhood. And certainly there should be a balance, like today digital era time, so we have to provide them mobile also. We have to teach them about technical things, about network, internet, what is good, what is bad. But we have to become an ideal, an example for them. If you are eating maybe no green, yellow and red paratha, maybe simple plain paratha every day, then probably you can motivate your kids that I'm eating, I'm healthy, I'm doing all my work, I'm not going to the doctor very often. It means whatever I'm eating is healthy, so you can also eat. So indirectly we need to set an example. And if you keep them away from the social media as far as it is possible, it's not possible,
Yes.
I'm mentioning this also, but at least before they go to school, it's totally in our control. We can do it. In place of thinking that it becomes easier for me to provide the mobile and child is busy watching mobile, by the time I can cook roti, dal, chawal quickly in the kitchen and child is busy. So don't make your work easier just to spoil and ruin your child's future. Yeah, this is very important, and I'm very happy that you brought this topic. I always want to share these kind of things because, you know, parents face the music later.
Yes.
Yes, but parents are not going to be there always with their kids. At certain time
Absolutely.
after class 12th, at least they will be somewhere out. Somewhere I see even children of class 2, 3, they are studying in boarding schools because both parents are working. And if you have raised them in this condition, like every time if you have provided them mobile, now you are not there in boarding school and you have given them a mobile also because of their safety, because if they want to connect they can, so certainly they can watch anything because they are into this habit. Yes, right.
Absolutely.
Yes, right, right. So your elder child, elder daughter, she must be going to school. It's summers.
Yes, ma'am. She is in second standard. She is in second standard. But I can say that after 5 years, I get rid of. She doesn't have this much habit to addicted. Earlier, she was like addicted towards mobile or tablet. Even we bought tablet for them. But my younger one, I haven't introduced mobile to her yet. Only TV time. Only TV time. That too limited. Whenever I know that this is the time that it's like I have to give her, then only I give. Otherwise, throughout the day, ma'am, sometimes I feel like my dogs are barking or I'm dog tired. Still, I try to play with them, indulge into some other activities. Even if TV is on, I try to put some of the toys so that they like not passively watch the TV. Whatever my even elder one also she is watching, so I'll make sure that whatever she
Mhm.
is watching after that she has to listen attentively, and during that time only she has to do drawing or all these kind of things. So in this way I'm just trying to make most of it. As you have mentioned that we cannot eradicate, but at least we can cut back on for certain extent, and especially for the small kids, like you have mentioned that before going to school if we are not introducing, it is like blessing to them if we are not introducing. And I could see the changes in my younger one. My younger daughter is feeding to my elder daughter, so sometime I feel like I have delivered younger daughter to feed to help my elder daughter. She is 7 years old, but it happens that both the daughters are poles apart. But it's okay because I have come across, ma'am, that nowadays
You are
kids
also
are having
learning
virtual.
how to raise my
Yes.
kids.
Seriously, ma'am, I am not raising. They are telling me. They are telling me how we want to raise. But the thing is that I am taking help of social media and trying to make most of it. That how can I be set an example for my daughters? And first, if I am doing such kind of reading habit, drawing or playing with toys or creating such kind of environment, then only I would expect that my kid at least they would stay look there for at least 5 to 10 minutes, not more than that, because kids are so inquisitive. They cannot sit in one place like for 5 to 10 minutes. But
Right,
for that I always, ma'am, keeps on nagging them, keeps on like, okay, please go ahead, do this that, so that in this way every day we have to go to park, every day we have to go for walk, so that I want them to go outdoor, do some activities and join some activities. I know for me it is a tedious task, but I'm ready to go the extra mile because I know in the long run it is the beneficial for them.
right, right, right. Very true. Very true. Because when they go to school, and then parents start complaining to the teachers, teachers concerned, especially class teachers, that ma'am, whatever you say, my child follows blindly. So can you tell her to stop watching mobile? It becomes so difficult for the teacher. Now parents have engaged them, they have provided them throughout when they were at home, and now you are asking and demanding the teacher to stop this habit in a day or two or in a week, because now it's crucial time for the child to give maximum time to the studies, completing his or her homework, doing projects, learning new things. So it's very difficult. But yes, if 2 to 3 years, if you struggled in the beginning, probably you gave a right direction to your child, and then it becomes lifelong easier for your child and for you as well. You don't have to keep on shouting and yelling behind them, don't watch TV, don't watch this. It will become their habit. And then plan at least for 6 days different activities with your kids. 6 days, six different activities, so that they are ready with everything, and ask them that how they want it to be played. So at least they will also get into it. They will write something, they will think something, they will be busy. And when there are two siblings at home, this is cherry on the cake. At least they can discuss together. and they can involve and exchange their ideas. So that becomes a kind of learning as well as a productive time they spend. This is also very important. And now when we talk about today's parents, because I see 80% parents are working, mother and father both are working, whatever, in whatever field. Maybe somebody is beautician, somebody is in government sector, somebody is private teacher, whatever it is, but both parents are working. So what skillful strategies they can follow in, so that they do not spend extra time or so much of time in the kitchen, but they provide quality food to their kids. This is, I'm only talking about food because I have seen today's kids, they throw tantrum before eating.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it's right. And earlier, I used to think in this way that healthy food needs much time in kitchen, but it's not like that. Healthy foods needs your preparation. Once before going to bed, if you are preparing something, the menu, whatever is there in your mind, so it wouldn't take that much time. But for that, you have to take the preparation, and with the help of the, initially you would feel that okay, it's bit tiring preparing all these things. Eventually things will fall into place once you are getting that contentment that I am providing healthy or homemade food to my kids, which is like next to heaven nowadays. If your kids are having vegetable and like fruits or green leafy things or like homemade food, nothing could give you that much happiness. And I always say that go for the preparations. We can take the help of YouTube. There are many videos. Okay, it's not like that we have to make like a big things recipes, not like this. Whatever paratha we are making, we can make like, we can add little bit protein, like in the case of protein paneer, add little bit bottle gourd itself, and carrot parantha, so spinach parantha, because they are not aware means which kind of vegetable it is, but we are
You are
providing them
providing.
in that way. Yeah, healthy and nutritious. And when we are cutting all these things in a shapes, okay, so it seems like they can have, it should be like finger food they can have, because kids cannot sit in one place. So whenever they are going, we can give them in hand. And of course when you are giving, because we are working, okay, we are running behind the rat race nowadays, and that is also important because money is also important. But on the flip side, if we are not looking after to our kids, okay, so in future
Worthless.
parents and kids both have to face the repercussions, whatever it is. So why prevention is always better than cure, and it is possible, ma'am. And because of my kids only, I have taken a break from my career. That it's okay. Right now they need me, and it's okay. So that's why I have started something work from home, that I can give time to my kids as well. And whenever I am getting little time, I can upgrade myself as well, because money matters a lot. Health is the real wealth, which I found, and I am witnessing, ma'am, that many kids are like nowadays facing so many problems because both the parents are working, and due to unplanned way, means kids has to face the music in future as well. So why we have to dig our own grave for that? Because they are our kids. We have bought them in this world, so it's our accountability to look after them. So this is my concern, ma'am.
You hit the nail, Indu. It was well explained. Thank you so much. Because I was just listening to you, and your feelings. I could visualize that how much struggles you are really facing to raise two children. And gone those days when parents had four, five, six children. Today's modern parents can hardly bear two, can hardly bear two. Some of them straightforward, they say, one is enough, one is enough. But yes, again, I would suggest that two are very important, very crucial for your kids' company, okay? Because you are busy in your own, as you mentioned, that money is important. Undoubtedly, money plays a big role in life. And we need to make certain plans so that even sitting at home, if we can earn something, not if not too much, at least something we can earned. So
Yes.
wonderfully explained, Indu. I'm so happy that you brought a lovely topic in front of the audience and it was well explained by you. Although I have many more questions in my mind to ask, but probably we should call it a day today and we
Yes,
can
ma'am.
connect
Thank you
some
so
other
much.
day. Hmm.
Even I am also like eagerly, I was waiting for this, and today was the worth it. Although I was not, I haven't given my best because of my braces, but yeah, I was eagerly waiting since morning. I haven't recorded any video. I was truly, my eyes were dwelling on this session. I want to give whatever I can give because I truly admire your insight a lot, ma'am. And my many friends told me this thing that you should connect with Manju, ma'am. Like she is such a pure soul, and you would get many things to learn. So yes, it's absolutely true. Whatever I am taking from here, I would definitely reflect on in my kids' life or in my life as well. So thank you so much for teaching us. And because of you, I am facing my grammar fear as well. Otherwise, earlier I used to have grammatical phobia, but thank you so much for providing us such a wonderful information, ma'am.
Thank you, Indu, for each little and lovely words. I do not deserve that, but actually, I appreciate your feelings. Thank you so much for being here, sharing the screen with me, and giving me a time, giving me a chance to host you for everything.
Okay, ma'am. Likewise, feeling is
So,
mutual, ma'am.
so bye bye.
Bye bye,
Stay
ma'am.
safe.
Have a nice
Stay